Hey, you guys. So it's October 1st, 2025. Time to set our wellness goals for the month. Y'all, I'm so excited to hear what y'all did last month. And I don't care if it's just a little bit. Did you do something to change your wellness goals last month? I don't care if it's increasing the water, decreasing sodas, cutting back on your sugar. What did you do? Because you need to pat yourself on the back for that. It's a big accomplishment when you make any type of changes going in the direction for better health and wellness, okay? So y'all look, to this time I want to talk about food addictions. Now, I don't know who has never dealt with food addictions, but I have. And most of the people that I know have dealt with food addictions. So let's talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. I was addicted to Lay's potato chips. I'm talking about real bad. And I would only eat them like on the weekends. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, since I only treat myself to these on the weekend, then it's gonna be okay. But look, y'all, just like when I used to drink alcohol, I was a weekend alcoholic. So in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, I work during the week, so on Fridays it's on. But do you know I would drink enough that I could have spread it out for the whole week because I would make up for it. So that's the same way I did with the potato chips. I would eat the party bags on the weekends. And y'all, I knew that this was destroying my health. So for me personally, I deal with autoimmune issues. And, I have a leaky gut, which that means that when you eat, things kind of seep through the lining of your gut and into your bloodstream. So I have to be very careful about what I eat. But I didn't care. I knew all this about myself and on my journey, but I still would eat those chips and they were destroying me. The salt in itself was horrible. So that's making me swell up. It's making my gut even worse. And the oils that they cook it in is not good for us. And so I knew the information. I could feel it in my body because after I eat it, I would be so swollen. My joints would be so achy. My insulin would be spiked all the way up. So I'm pre-diabetic. And so I'm working on that, right? So eliminating the foods was very hard. But I got to a point where I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And so I had to eliminate the chips. And I finally did. I'm celebrating 2 years of being chip free, you guys. So, hey, it's real. The addictions are real. And so I'm 2 years sober from Lay's potato chips. I'm proud of myself. It wasn't easy. I went through a lot of suffering to give them chips up. Okay, so now another thing I was hooked on was Baby Ruth candy bars. Love them. But my body is very sensitive to things that don't agree with me. So immediately my body speaks to me. You guys, your body has a voice. And when you are eating things that doesn't agree with it, it responds. So you may feel achy joints, pain, bloating, headaches. So every time I would eat a Baby Ruth, immediately my body's sensitive. It would speak. I would get a headache immediately. Any type of sugar. My body does not like sugar. My taste buds do, though. So anyway, I would do some stupid stuff because I can look back and just see how foolish it was. I would go buy me a Baby Ruth, and then I would take a Benadryl, trying to eliminate the side effects, right? It didn't eliminate anything. The only thing it did was help me to sleep through the headaches. Then I would wake up hung over off the sugar and achy, and it would change my mood, everything. Sugar affects everything, you guys. It affects your mood. It makes you crave more. Once you start eating sugar, it's on because you're going to continue to crave it. It's like they say that sugar is even more addictive than crack cocaine. I believe it. So once you eat it, it just doesn't, the flesh wants it. It wants it all day. It just does not get enough of the sugar. So I had to go through this suffering, and I'm going to call it suffering because it was. And I had to eliminate these things because I knew they were destroying my health. So it took me about 2 weeks. And I'm not the type of person that can taper off of anything. When I was drinking alcohol, I couldn't taper off. Now, what I did do was go from hard alcohol to wine, and it didn't matter. A buzz is a buzz, and it didn't matter about me shifting from hard to wine. It was still had alcohol in it. So I tapered off in that sense, but I'm not the type of person that can really taper off well because I have an addictive personality. So it's like all or nothing for me. So I had to just stop. I had to make up my mind, look, I'm done with these chips. And I had to say no. Okay? No. And so I suffered through that for like 2 weeks. And then the cravings lifted up. But what I want to tell you today is that carbohydrates turn into sugar. And so it's still feeding the glucose in our body, spiking the insulin, keeping it up, and making us crave more. It's addictive that way to where the cravings don't stop. It's like you just got to say no and suffer through that. And eventually our taste buds begin to adjust. And that's the hard part, is getting through that rough spot to where the taste buds adjust. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I feel so much better. My joints feel better. My energy has improved since I did cut back on the carbohydrates in my diet. And do I ever want some? Of course I do. Who does not like pizza and pasta and rice and all that? But I'm hoping that once I get my insulin stable, that I'll be able to just kind of, let me retract that. Let me take it back. Like I said, I had an addictive behavior. I do. So I don't even trust myself with certain things. Let me think about what I'm saying. I don't know if I trust myself with certain foods. Because then is that going to trigger that? I got to work on that. I really do. But right now I'm in a place where I don't want to do it because I don't trust me. I don't trust my taste buds to have a lot of sugar. I just don't. Because I don't want to go back into that vicious cycle. Y'all, I'm telling you, food addiction is like drug addiction, alcohol addiction. It's very real. It's very serious. So, wow, we got to use some wisdom with that. But my point is today, I'm not going to keep you long. I just want you to know that food addiction is real. That it does affect our health. Sugar and carbohydrates do a number on our health. So those are the things, if you would, this month, try to work on your carbohydrate, decreasing that. Decreasing the carbs and adding more whole foods, like if you eat meat, vegetables, fruit, try to go in that direction toward whole foods. And if you eat grains and they don't affect your body in a negative way, you could add in a little bit of rice, a little bit of oatmeal. It just depends on your body. We are all individually created. We all respond to foods differently. So you have to get to know your body and get to know what agrees with you. Start listening to your body. Some people are not even aware of the signals that their body's sending them. Once you are addicted to certain things, you get used to that pain. So you're not even realizing that it's the food that's affecting you. So try to be a little more aware of what your body's saying. If you eat some ice cream and after you eat it, you know you got some serious gas going on, then your body's telling you, we don't like the lactose. We don't like it. It's swelling us up. It's messing up the gut microbiome. So no, we don't want this. But the taste buds are saying something else. You got me? So the taste buds have to be retrained. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard. But what's harder? We got to think about what's harder. Is it harder to just be dragging these bodies around? Yeah, I drug my body around for so long. And I had to make a hard decision. It's like, are you going to try it? Are you at least going to put a little effort into trying to make it better? And when you get to that point, then and your answer is yes, I want to feel better, then you'll suffer through the transformation and you'll begin to see progress in your health. And it doesn't happen overnight. I still have things I'm working on, and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep researching and finding ways to improve my situations, my conditions that I'm dealing with. So whatever your diagnosis is, research, make those changes in your diet, become more active, and become more involved in your own health and wellness. As we age, we have to do this intentionally. This is not going to happen overnight. When we were younger, you know what, y'all, this is something else. When we're younger and we out here partying, drinking, smoking, doing everything else we big enough to do, eating whatever we want, those are the seeds that we plant for when we are in our older age. But we don't know that. We don't know that we're damaging our cells and we're damaging our organs while we're young. And then it catches up with us as we get older. And then we have all these things going on in our bodies, and we have to try to reconstruct that and correct that. And it takes time to undo some of that damage. So I'm just telling you to be aware of what you're putting in your mouth. We all slip and fall. It's not a perfect journey. We slip up. We eat things that maybe we shouldn't eat. We might eat a Baby Ruth and take a Benadryl. But okay, until we get, work through those things, okay? So I'm saying this as a person that deals with it. I go through it. Most people I know go through it. I don't know anybody that's on a perfect journey. But my thing is to encourage you to make the progress. To bring awareness that it's necessary to make the changes. And be patient with the process. Be patient with yourself. Cling to the Lord. Because these taste buds ain't no joke. This flesh ain't no joke. It craves and it wants what it wants. And it takes a lot to say no to it. I know y'all, I ain't the only one that's been sitting down, minding my own business. And the flesh put it in my ear. Oh, you should go get those cookies. Wasn't even thinking about no cookies. I'm watching this movie. And then the next thing you know, you don't went and got them. Because the flesh is so alluring, I guess the word could be. It just pulls you, honey. Them cravings pull you. You gravitate to those things. Next thing you know, went in there and got the whole box of cookies. Ate them all. At that point, you became a zombie. You don't even know you ate them all. You look down, they gone. You reaching for another one. You done ate them all. We get caught up in our cravings. And we begin to eat mindlessly. We don't even think about what we're eating. We just eat. Because the taste buds and the flesh is craving it. So just be aware of those things. That when you hear that voice telling you to go in the kitchen, girl, you should go in there and eat you some so-and-so and so. And you know it's too late. And you know it ain't good for you. So let's try to stop bringing this stuff in our house too. That's another one, right? Bringing it into the house is the problem. If it ain't there, you ain't got nothing to eat. And some people get in their car and roll on out and get it. And they don't care if it's 1 o'clock. They're like, I got my pajamas. I'm going to go out in my pajamas. And I'm going to go get this. Okay? So anyway, y'all. I just want to encourage you. In October, just cut back. See how food is making you feel. Everybody's different. You're an individual. You can't compare your diet to somebody else's. You can't compare your journey to somebody else's. But I would love for you to start listening to your body. And if you need to write some things down, write them down. Make a journal and see how you feel after you eat certain things. But just pay attention to your body and the signals that it gives you. Okay? So God bless you all. Please write below. Please let me know how you're doing on your wellness journey. I'm really interested to know your progress and your goals and the things that you're trying to do. I know you can do it because we can do all things through Christ that gives us strength. Amen. Be encouraged and keep walking forward. God bless you.